Episode 51. I guess I gotta let the chips fall where they may. On a McDonald's bag. All right, as you can see there, probably about 6:15 in the morning. We broke free from camp. There's what we're looking at ahead of us, and this is what looking at behind us. As you can see, Unicorn's carrying 4 trekking poles because I guess I have them out, but I'm not using them. I'm using them a little bit just to try to get into town. But episode 51, day 59. Just trying to take precautions. You know, we heard some other people with foot issues. Mine's just sore. The soreness has gone down. Even after I don't know, how many miles is this? 50 some odd miles? I don't know what this section was. We had to look it up, but going into Lone Pine, and I got that town name right. We're gonna go in there, probably take a Nero, definitely a Zero, Nero Zero, reassess, maybe do wash, you know, like down wash, like the bags, they're really filthy and dirty. So maybe this might be one of those blessings in disguise where you're just like, listen to your body now, or suffer the consequences. And I was talking to Hand Me Down, he had kind of the similar issue, and he pushed probably like 80 miles. Wound up getting a fracture, stress fracture. He was out 5 weeks, so he stopped, gave us some time to talk about zero drop, non-zero drop, but insoles. Had to take a look. As you can see, I'm doing pretty okay right now, but I am gonna take precaution because everything is good. I'm gonna get the episodes uploaded, and we're gonna see how this day turns out. Episode 51, day 59 on trail. Gonna rest a lot before we hit Whitney, so the adventure begins today. Let's see how it turns out. Not another day, not another dollar. Always different. I'll catch everyone on either side. So I did a tiny little bit of exploring. I wouldn't say scrambling or rock climbing, but I normally don't go a little bit deeper. I did here. I climbed up a little bit where we were taking our break. And I'm looking down here, and it's almost like, where's that cute little black bear? You know, it's so peaceful over here. I'm not sure if you can quite catch the depth of down there, but maybe if I zoom in here. Right there in the thick of the wood. You know, it's not so bad living out here. I don't think that bird disagrees. Or maybe they do disagree. Wow. Appreciating another day, people. Hey man, what's your trail down, bro?
Oh shit, hot cookie.
Hot cookie? You just made me smile and laugh this morning. That's what your purpose was this morning for me. Right? Hopefully I made you laugh too, right? Okay, but here, I'm gonna talk about my shoes here real quick. You can see that I have a fancy knot here. You know that I've got a little swelling right here. I haven't told the public yet, but that's where the swelling is. I'm about to go in town. Took a different knot here. I think Hand-Me-Down told me a little something different there, but I've got a runner's knot that we put in here. We put a runner's knot to the left, as you can see, all your trail runners, and also a runner's knot here I put to the right. And someone was so kind to teach me to take the pressure away here and then knot. And that person would be right here. And who would that be?
And my name is Bam. Nice
Bam.
to meet you.
I'm taking that's B-A-M. Bam.
Yes, badass mama.
Okay, badass mama. Awesome. So Bam, I think you were a trail runner.
Yes.
And now you're hiking the trail.
Through hiking, yes.
Through hiking. And thank you very much for teaching me the way of the shoe and also probably the insole that I'm probably going to get, maybe to get a little bit of arch.
Awesome.
What is it like that you would like to tell my audience, the hikers, the PCT class of 2020, words of wisdom, anything? What would you like to say?
Words of wisdom about the PCT?
Anything.
I would just say, you know, if you have a dream, you should go for it. You should take the time it takes to make it happen right, and then go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Time will pass anyway.
Time will pass anyway. Well, we're hashtagging happiest known time. We're out here having a good time, fighting through some of the pain. But right now, we got a better shoelace, and hopefully we can take maybe a couple zeros and take Bam's advice. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
We'll catch everyone on either side. Thank
Happy
you.
trails.
All right, bye. You can see sand in the distance there. It's like sand beds, but I'm kind of in the thick of it going down to town. In the parking lot here. So it's kind of like, you know, a little bit more technical off-beaten trail. So enjoying the pretty much. All right, on our trail on the way to the parking lot. It's like a pretty long trail. Took lesser elevation, but it's turning out to be, you know, a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 mile challenge. But look at the dots on the bear canister. Look.
Look at my pants.
Look at the dots.
It's raining.
It's raining, so we're under this cloud. I'm gonna try to protect the lens here. So I can just remove my hand here for a second. There's that kind of dark cloud there. It's just protecting the lens. But yeah. Here are the dots. This is as much rain as we've got, so I'm gonna try to embrace the rain right now. But this is where we're at. Rain on the PCT. You hear it? The middle of nowhere, because Unicorn, you know, we made a joint decision to take the longer way to town because there's a deeper elevation. So we're out here in the rain, and boom, out of nowhere goes Trish all the way back from Hauser in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry, I can't. Anyway, I'm gonna shut the camera off. I can't believe we got back up to Trish again. This is crazy. Almost 11,000, what was this, Unicorn? How much?
10,800 elevation.
And there's green meadow up here.
It's like Stone's flat meadow.
Yeah.
10,000 elevation.
You know, high elevation, but we still have green meadow here.
I feel like we're at like maybe 100 elevation.
And if you look to where we just walked from,
we came from in there.
we came from in there.
I don't know exactly where.
Right. And it just opened up to this. We're on our way to the parking lot still, after bumping into Trish. I just can't believe we bumped into Trish again in the middle of nowhere. Boom. Episode 51. It's going to be one of those outros where you get to see just a hiker trashed out. Where are we at?
We're in a Dow Villa.
Dow Villa.
hotel.
It's like the last room was like a deluxe room. So we took it. And episode 51, let's just talk about the mileage. What did we do today?
We did about 7 trail miles, and then we had to walk the trail into the tent.
Yeah, we did all kinds of roundabout and did things. And so highlights of the day. Episode 51, I just got some episodes uploaded. I just released a couple certain a day. I think everyone's starting to get a hold of it. But besides that, let's talk about today. So, met Bam. Met Bam on trail. Taught me how to tie shoes a certain way. I think John might have known as well. It's like a trail runner way, and trail runner lace knot and loosen some of the stuff on my foot. Bam, and the highlight, big highlight was, oh my gosh, Trish. So if you've been following the episodes, you know that Trish, it goes back to Hauser, and we keep bumping into her, and you know, Trish is hiking her own hike, you know, and we're hiking our own hike, but you know, we are good friends, and we're like, hey, we're there. It just seems like we bump into her everywhere. And today, even on an off trail, on the way down, there's like 3 ways down to the parking lot, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. And you actually saw some of the rain, right? It rained today on us.
We just happened to see her right at the junction, so if we would have eaten our lunch a minute longer, or she would have taken a minute longer to get back to the trail, we would have bypassed her by just like a minute, because we met her right at a junction. And this was just so cool. It was just so cool.
Yeah, so Trish, I mean, like, we keep bumping her in the weirdest places. I was really out in the middle of nowhere. So again, it's just almost like you think you'd never see someone again, and you see them. But for Trish, she's been there since way back in Hauser. Hopefully she's doing fine. She's a trooper, man. She's such a great hiker. And it was so great to see her in the middle of the woods. I just exploded on camera. And that just like took over the theme of the day. But the theme was, let the chips fall where they may. So, you know, we took a few days easier. Lower mileage, leaving Kennedy Meadows. Foot flared up, left foot. It flared up before we got to Kennedy Meadows. I think it was a big deal. And it flared up at the top, so we took care of it. Only did like 10 a day or something like that. How many miles? 10, 13, something like that.
Yeah, we were doing
back into
miles.
Lone Pine. And might nurse it, Nero, 0, don't know. But I am going to let the chips fall where they may. Try not to overstress it. Take some days off, maybe some zeros. Maybe a time to what? Wash our down, maybe? Down blankets, down jacket. I don't know what we do before Whitney. But try not to get too frustrated, because I'm almost at 100%. And the foot is kind of bumming me out there. So what I will do is take it easy. We did take it light. The wife kept me in the check. Unicorn kept me in check to do low mileage. I got good advice from Hand Me Down and also Bam, in terms of maybe a little arch support. Maybe I'm not 0 drop, because I've been running Superiors and Lone Peaks. But I just got Lone Peak 5s from 2 Foot. It's my second pair. I think I might get some arch support insoles just to test it out before I just go like full-blown Hoka and change it before Whitney. But I'm trying to listen to my body. There's a few people ahead of me in the bubble that I'd like to catch up to, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. There's always special folks behind you and in front of you wherever you go, but you always have those favorite ones where you're trying to scrap up and get. But hopefully we'll connect with them again in a little bit. But we're going to enjoy our time here in Lone Pine and strap onto that McDonald's, strap onto some of the things that we can do here before Whitney, see how the foot acts and reacts. But besides that, thank you for the comments and everyone hanging in there for these laggy episodes. I came a little bit late because the Kennedy Meadows area, the whole internet on both sides, I heard even over at Grumpy's, to spend a lot of time at the general store. It just wasn't there, and it was getting clogged. I didn't have the patience. So here we are, getting the episodes uploaded. I think the world will still revolve, but thank you very much for hanging out, everyone, watching Unicorn's adventure and Reynolds' adventure together, coping and dealing with everything and getting all that support from all the PCT 2021 thru hikers. Been great, been awesome. Thank you for participating, everybody, and watching. I know the views aren't super great here right now as I'm just pointing at a hotel room. Other than that, thank you very much for the long drawn out outro, but I just had to update everyone on what was going on. We actually don't know when we're going to be hitting the trail again. We're going to go roam around town tomorrow. I will catch everyone on the other side. Thank you so much for all the support and all the good stuff.